hello. Good morning. How are we, beautiful people? I better put these on. Hello, how are we? Right, there's a few people here. Hang on, let me get the chat there. Morning, Robin G. How are you, my darling? Adam Lally's resignation. Good morning, Boots. The Boots are there. They're down there. Hang on, I'll tell you. I'll give you an update in a little bit now. What's going on today? Amy, my darling, how are you? Nice to see you, my darling. Christine, hello, my darling. There you go. There's two chats going here, so we've got Resistance Silence and the Alternate Corner all going at the same time. So please make sure you like and subscribe to both. That'd be amazing. Thank you, beautiful people. Okay, right. Sassy Bartender, how are you, my darling? Nice to see you. Leslie, hey Leslie, stranger, not seen you for ages. Good morning, our champion friends from Les, Neil and Merv. Hello, my darling. Hey, are you still coming out to Boston? You still coming out to Boston to see us? Cheating Stacey, there she is in the fucking other chat. Look at her cheating away there. How you doing, Stace? How you doing, my darling? Hope you're well. Deb, how are you, my darling? Hope you're well. Riviera, how are you? Hope you're well. Alpine Stars, love it. Luby G, good day, mate. How are you? How you doing, Sheila? Botter Bob, good morning from across the pond. How are you, Botter Bob? How are you, sir? Chloe Bice, good morning, everyone. Good to see you boots on the ground yesterday. Yes, we'll see boots on the ground in a second now as well. Whoa. Good morning. I'm home with a sick Vinny today. No, that's not good. Wish I could make it down. There you go. Well, that's bad news. Well, we just had an emergency just now. Erica Walsh is ill. She's ill. So Dana's been scrambling. We have a star guest though this morning. He is about 10 minutes away. So he's going to call in when he gets proper signal and on the way to court. And that is, you see the man behind me? Hang on. Where can I go here? See the man behind me next to Scott McGuinness and between Dennis. Kurt. Kurt is going to be on here in about 5 to 10 minutes. So when he's in his truck. So he'll be with us first thing this morning because Erica is ill as well. So get better soon, Erica. Get better soon as well, allegedly, LB. I hope you're okay as well, my darling. Good morning, Charity. How are you, my darling? Hope you're well. Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. Aaron Rogers, is he signing? Is he signing? GM, good morning to you, my darling. Sasmas, good morning. Terry, good morning. It's freezing. Is it freezing? All right, I'm going to call Dennis Sweeny, see how cold it is down there. And then we'll get Kurt on when he's arriving. Good morning, Dana. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Dragonfly, good morning to you. There we go. I know, Erica's bad. I don't want to say what she has because I don't know, but I can make something up if you want. We can say something, some disease she's got or something, but I don't actually know what's wrong with her. Dina's working all week, so Dina won't be on here that much because Dina's going to be working most mornings for trial, so we won't be able to have Dina that much. Hey now, Nicole, hello my darling. Right, let me phone Mr. Sweeny, see if he answers me. Right, let's see if he's going to answer the call until Kurt comes up. Good morning to you. No, he does not answering. That's fine, he'll call back. I say Kurt will be here in about 5 minutes anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, here we go, day 2. So if for those that don't know, those that live in a cave, you're not sure. Hey, Libby Lou, how are you, my darling? You found a lost kitten. I spent all day trying to find the family. Did you find the family? Did you find the family? That's really sweet to you. That's really nice of you. There you go. Jay in Hull, FKR. Where are boots on the ground? Erica's ill, so we're waiting for Kurt to come along. Boots on the ground. So top of the morning, day. Here we go. Dennis is now here. Hang on. Dennis.
Hey, good morning.
Morning. Are you out there? Hang on.
What about here?
Right. Erica's ill, so we're trying to improvise here. Hang on.
Eric ill?
Erica's ill, yeah.
Oh,
Kurt's going to come on in about 5 minutes, but until he is, we'll get you.
All right. What's going on?
People can hear you anyway, so you're on the mic, so you know.
My picture work? You want the picture on?
Yeah, I got the picture. I got you.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the back window of your room there or something.
Yeah, but you're on screen. You're on live. You're live on stream. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So what's it like down there today?
You got Scotty, Byron, Neil, Jack, and Chibba. That's all here right now.
Okay. Still early.
This is what they want. They want to keep us all down. They got more cops than they got people here right now.
Well,
they get 2 state cops for every person here.
What is it cold? It looks cold.
Yeah, it is. It was 29 when I got up. I'm probably about 30, 40, 34 now.
Jeepers. So where are you? Are you outside the courthouse, or are you down where you were yesterday?
No, yesterday we were about 400, 500 feet away. It was pretty far, but let me see. I'll walk up here a little bit. I can't go past this buffer or I'll get arrested. But
yeah, that's fine.
Can you see up the street there?
I know where you are. Yes, I know where you are. Okay.
That's the registry of deed, and she's gonna get dropped off up there where those racks are. Those bike racks on the curb there. I don't know if you can see them.
No, but it's fine.
Well, at least we remember to see it today. She can see us, you know.
Yeah, that's good. So they'd be able to hear you and everything. So that's good. She'd be able to hear you and see you.
Oh yeah. From here they can definitely hear us. Yep.
Good. So what?
I'm gonna get a 14-inch megaphone so I can really hear it.
There'll be more people coming. There'll be more crowds coming now. Anyway, so is Brenda with you?
No, she's Good morning. She's going with her sister. Her sister's got a doctor's appointment. She's going. I mean, her granddaughter. She's going to take her.
Okay.
To her doctor appointment.
Okay. So the court opens today at 9:30. I think they're on at 9:30. So Karen will probably be there for about 9 o'clock, 9:15.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you told me. I thought it was 9. Oh, good.
So, well, yesterday they started at 9:30, and then Law and Crime and everyone's got their stream set for 9:30 this morning.
Okay, that makes sense. I can see him up in the corner over by the registry deeds. They must have the jury ready to bring over.
There you go. Yeah.
The jury in, so they fill all the questionnaires and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but Kara might still arrive early. I've no idea. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm just going by the courts opening. So all she's doing is the same as yesterday about giving people the instructions and stuff like that about the jury. So there won't be anything major. But they got 2 jurors yesterday, so which is good.
Yeah. Hopefully they're good ones.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah. So hopefully the good ones. That's true. Yes.
Hopefully they're not their grandchildren or anything, you know.
Yeah. I know. We need to vet them. I know. But have you got enough gloves there as well? Have you got enough gloves?
Oh yeah, I got plenty of gloves. Yep. Plus, one of your great people sent me a box of hand warmers, so we got plenty.
You're all right then. You're all right. You look a lot happier today than you were yesterday.
Yeah, I was a little aggravated yesterday.
I know.
But they're gonna have to wait for 3 weeks till the jury's all in here. But then once this starts, once the jury, the case itself starts, and they're gonna have me stand down here in the buffer and all the time. They got something coming this time. I might have to get a parade permit.
You need a media pass. Tell Aidan you want to work for him for a few weeks. Get a media pass from Aidan. So, no, but Kurt's on his way.
All right, he's probably parked way up the other end. It'll take him a few minutes to get down here.
Yeah, he said once he's near the courthouse, he'll go live with me. He said, and then be here for like an hour outside with you guys.
Oh, good.
So he's got to go at 9:30, which suits us because then we can see inside the courthouse for half an hour, and then we'll stop the stream then.
Yeah, well, if you get stuck, if something happens to him or something, just call me, and if I can just hold this camera and just show you what's going on, I'll do it before I leave.
No, I know you will. I know you will.
I leave when she goes in, you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, there you go. Well, I'll I might call you back in 5-10 minutes if there's anything else. All right?
Yeah, all right. I'll be here.
All right, Dan. Catch you in a bit, buddy.
All right, I'll tell you. Hello. Have a good day.
There you go, bud. Thanks, bud. Thanks, mate. Dennis Sweeny. I love fucking Dennis Sweeny. You're right there, Nicole. Dennis Sweeny, he gives 0 fucks. You just gotta love him. Those are the proper boots to the ground. Look at that. I love them. Right. As I say, I think Kurt is like a few minutes away, so we'll give him a little bit of time there. Right, let's see back in chat who else is. Feel better, Erica. Yes, I honestly don't know what's wrong with her, but I hope she's feeling better. Morning, Lona. How are you, my darling? Good morning, Lightning Leaf. How are you, sir? Nice to see you. 2 jurors seated yesterday. Yeah, I think 1 male, 1 female, I believe. If I read it correctly, I don't remember. So people were going off the anti. Do you hear about the anti-Karen Reid people? They were going off on one. They put in complaints to the court about Aidan yesterday. They sent in complaints about him, about how he was describing the jurors and all this. Aidan's not stupid. Aidan won't do something he's not allowed to do, and he was allowed to describe the sex and ethnicity of the jurors. So was every other journalist, and every other journalist did the same as him. But they only put in a written complaint to the court, to Judge Canone and the clerk. That's just so sad that people think they can just do that. It's just like anything to get into trouble. So sad, sad, sad. No Chip, but we managed to find a family. Happy days. Happy days. Well done, Louie Lou. Right. What else is here then? Hello, everyone. Oh, sorry, people. You all said hello, Dennis. Sorry. Stacey, fuck, not seen you for ages, it feels. How are you, my darling? Feel better, Erica. I caught up on that one. There you go. Racks. We all love racks. Right. Yes, I saw that. I've not read it, but I know Jason and Alison and a couple of others have put official complaint in. Is it officially about the buffer zone though, or was it just about the protesting against Judge Canone? I've not read it, so I don't actually know what it's about. But yeah, it's just too much. I mean, we're not in, I'd say, North Korea or wherever now. Come on. You should have the right to do whatever you want to do in a peaceful and respectful manner. Bev is walking. Oh shit, what's that? Okay. Bev is walking all over the US Constitution and the Bills of Rights. Imagine a tyrant in the seat of liberty. I know, Bob. You're right. Hit the like button. Yeah, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe to both channels. We would appreciate it. We really would. Patty Murphy, hello, my darling. How are you? Hippie chick, I have not ignored you. How are you, my darling? How are you feeling today? I hope you're feeling much better. Christine, how are you, my darling? Well, Kurt's gonna be there. So Dennis is our backup, but Kurt will be there. He should be there now. So that's what we're gonna do, is get Kurt to do all that. So Kurt's gonna be boots on the ground. He's gonna be showing us everywhere. It's just the fact that he's not arrived yet. Because as I say, it was a last minute thing. Erica was supposed to be here, so but obviously if you're ill, you're ill. So Mrs. Sweeny was so sweet. She gave, Hannah Womas, happy days. There you go. 3 boots to the ground, file the lawsuit. Oh, it was because of the buffer zone. There you go. Happy days. Hey, now then. Hey, now. We got him. Hang on.
Hey there.
Hey, now. Here he is.
I am still stuck in traffic, but I just wanted to check in.
No, it's good. It's good that you phoned in, because people are like, where's Kurt? We want to see Kurt. He's the model. Speedos. Do you know what I mean? Hey now. Hey,
Good morning. Good morning, Dylan. Good morning, everybody out there.
There you go. Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you. Yes, I'm still loving the accent. It takes me a while to get used to it. Dylan.
That's fine. I'll talk slower. It's fine.
Brilliant.
I know.
Brilliant.
and I'll put a twang on, a British twang
Yeah. So
on for you, Kurt.
the part of Erica Walsh will be played by Hey Now RTC Mobile today. RTS. I'm sorry.
He's better known as a Speedo guy with his schlong hanging out. So, Kurt.
Exactly.
People know you because everyone loved that video of you in the plow. Do you remember the plow that you did?
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Everyone loved that. Everyone loved it because they can give that perspective and stuff. I played that a lot.
Yeah, well,
people enjoyed it.
I'm glad I could do that, and I'm glad we could do it. When there was some snow. The last couple of years we've had very mild winters. And to do it when I'm actually out there plowing and having a storm is
yeah,
something you gotta remember to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got the mayor of Canton in the chat. We got Gary Titus in the chat. So we've got
Gary's
very important
with us
people.
this morning.
Yeah. He's here.
Awesome. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning. There's a few people here. I'll say good morning, Derek and Nancy and everyone. Yes, Christine Mitchell. Hello to you. Sorry, I've been very poorly, but on the mend now. It's good to see you. Oh, good to see you, Christine. Nice to see you, my darling. Nice to see you as well. Lona, hello, my darling. So yeah, how far are you from the courthouse?
I'm about 6 minutes, but I'm usually there a lot earlier, Dylan. So I don't have to deal with the school bus traffic and the rush hour traffic for the commute. So I'm dealing with that right now. I have 3 dogs at home, and my wife goes to help out a friend with her kids, and she leaves fairly early. So I like to go home and spend an hour with the dogs and get them fed and get them out in the backyard for a little bit, get them run around before I go off to my second job. So I ran home to spend a little time with the dogs instead of going straight to court. Yesterday was kind of a feel out everything and see. I got Chloe with me, by the way.
Hey, Chloe.
I don't know if you can see Chloe in the truck.
Yeah, we can see her.
She rides with me to court every morning. Sometimes she hangs out on the roof of my truck when we're at court if it's not too windy.
I love it.
Yesterday was kind of feel everything out and see what the local cops, the Dedham police and the Stadies, what they were going to do and how bad they were going to be. I know Dina went through all that yesterday. So nobody wanted to do anything crazy, and I think, the crowds today might be a little bit less, but you're still going to get a lot of the regulars. And you guys know the routine. We have people that are there first thing in the morning. We call them the Breakfast Club, and then or the Coffee Crew, whatever. And then you get the people that drop their kids off, and they can come a little later. And hey, while I'm talking about this, just so I can let everybody know, we every now and then somebody runs by and says, you people need to get jobs and to get lives and to get find a hobby or something. A lot of people out there don't understand. Yes, there are some people there that are retired. There are some people there that are out of work on injuries. It's not easy for those people that are on injuries to wake up in this cold weather and come out and fight their ailments. So, it goes back to the classic thing, people just judge without knowing. And I'm certainly not looking for credit myself, but there are other people in the movement like me that work third shift. And then I work a second job during the day. And I know there's other people that do the same thing. So the only thing we're sacrificing is time away from our families and time away from our sleep. I work a full-time job and a part-time job, and I have a side business. So I am constantly on the road. And like I say, I'm not trying to make this about me but there are other people out here that do the same thing. They have to get their dogs walked. They have to get their kids to school. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but I know sometimes we forget about this subject, and you know, we do have some people that walk by the courthouse and say, "Oh, I wish I didn't have a job or a life that I could just sit out in front of the courthouse all day." A lot of these people don't realize what we sacrifice and you know what it takes. We're not just people that don't have lives and don't have anything better to do. You know,
Yeah.
we have things better to do, but we have our priorities and Karen and seeing Karen get her freedom is one of our priorities. And you know, people have to remember, if this was your daughter or your sister or your niece or your cousin, how would you feel if this was happening to her? So some of these people need to put that in the back and remember why we're all out here.
No, preach, Nick. That's absolutely true. And there's a
So
lot.
that,
There's a
amen. So
lot. Hey,
that's my
amen.
rant for the morning.
Amen.
Yeah.
No,
Thank you, Dylan, for letting me spurt that
no.
out.
Please do. Please, I
So
try and
I'm very
say.
close.
Oh, you are very
I'm getting
close.
close. I don't know if you can see the globe from the courthouse. So
Yeah,
I'm only
yeah,
2 blocks away, a block away. We'll start to see the news vans, and you know, yesterday I had to leave early to go back to work, and everybody realized that it was going to be better down the other end.
yeah.
So I'm going to drive down the other end and see what I can find for parking. I know there's a big community lot down there. I don't know what time it fills up. But I also have a good friend that I met through the movement, and she's one of the neighbors that we used to hang out near her yard. Her name is Diana, and her husband were gracious enough to offer me and a few of our other supporters access to their driveway, to their house, to their bathroom,
Nice.
to their refrigerator. They said, anything we want in the house, go in the house and help yourself. That's how much they trust us, and that's how much they support Karen. She come out one day because she saw us. She saw a group of us. I don't think I was there, but she commented to me the next morning that she saw a group of us after everybody had left. There were 2 girls and 2 guys going up and down the sidewalk with trash barrels and little gloves and pick-me-ups and picking up all the cigarette butts and trash and any cans or bottles that were left behind. And she made the statement that you guys are fantastic. The neighbors, you know, it's a lot to put up with all the noise and people, you know, hanging out in front of the street and out in front of the church and everything. But she says, we have to give you credit. At the end of the day, the place is cleaner than when you guys got here. So they applaud us for that. And, you know, that was nice to hear from a neighbor that, you know, she didn't have to come over and tell us that, but she is a Karen Reed supporter. So there's that. So Dylan, if you can see, I know Dina went over yesterday, but so all these parking spots were normally available to us,
Yeah.
and some of the news media takes them and they reserve them for, you know, and if I'm repeating Dina from yesterday, all
No,
these spots
repeat.
used to be available to us early enough.
Yeah.
You know, this is the courthouse right here to my right, and the registry of deeds is across the street. We used to park in all these spots. You know, they give it to the media. All these white Explorers are the media across the street. So they have their van that does the communication, and then they have the Explorer where the, you know, the newscaster sits in, and you know, they take up a lot of these spots. There's no reason for these spots to be taken, you know.
Yeah.
So everybody has to park in the registry of deeds and cover their signs. And you know, if I could park right here, it would make it so much easier for everybody. But um, you know, this has already gone through this before. So like I say, I don't want to dwell on it too much.
No, it's fine. It's a good perspective for people to see as well, do you know what I mean? Because we got
Yeah.
new people here
So we're
from
coming up to
yesterday.
the corner here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up to the corner now. We are in the buffer zone, so I can't beat my horn
No.
But here's one of the stadies out directing traffic, and there's a couple people. I heard you. Yep. Yes, I did hear you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, so he saw me talking on the phone. He's telling me to get off my phone, which I kind of forgot about. We're coming down close. Can you see still?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I know this. I know these people. They're very familiar.
Let's go.
Hey, two hands in the wheel. Two hands. We're live with Dylan. Anybody want to say anything? Hey, Dylan.
Hey.
I'll see you guys in a little bit. Good morning, Kurt. We're live with Dylan. All right. Good morning, Dylan.
Good morning, Neil.
So that's the early morning crew, and I haven't been up this end since they put the signs up, so I don't even know. I don't even know if that was right where the buffer zone is. I'm probably just going to cross the main road here and go to the lot that I know is hopefully there'll be a couple of spots.
Are you in the buffer zone?
And that was considered a beep. If I had done it 20 times, that would be excess, and they probably would have pulled me over. That's why I only did it 3 times. There are people that don't know, and they come down, just beep nonstop. And the stadies will either take a picture of their plate, or they'll holler for them to just pull over, you know?
Okay, that's what happens. Okay.
So here's one of the coffee shops right down the street, the Big Bear Espresso Cafe.
Ooh,
I don't know a lot of the restaurants in the center of town, but there is a burrito, Pancho's Taqueria down here, Mexican burrito place that I really, really enjoy. They make a very nice burrito, and they have adult beverages.
that's important for you. Kurt likes a
If
beer.
you like adult beverages, I just letting people know that like adult beverages, they have them out there.
Yes, yes, definitely. I love it. The chat, I love you, Kurt, as well. The chat are loving you.
Very good. Good morning, everyone. I can't see it right now. Once I get stopped and I put my glasses on, I can say hello to a few people. I don't, I can't see who's in the chat, but good morning, everybody. I know my wife was going to come on, so I don't know if Donna chimed in yet.
I've not seen Donna.
I'm going over the parking lot.
Hi.
Hey, Lauren.
That was Lauren Sacco. All right.
That's fine,
I'm going to get myself parked and settled. So I don't know if you want to mute me or whatever, and I'll, it's probably not too interesting to hear me getting in and out of my truck because I'm getting old and it takes a while. The truck's pretty high off the ground.
There you go. Yeah, well, we'll mute you for a second.
So this area here, yeah, Dylan, just one more thing. This corner here area, this is the area they sectioned off for us to protest. So we do have this area. It is right on Route 1, but it's a 5-minute walk to the courthouse. But we do have this option. So we can set up cars here and set up tents and congregate here. So there is a place to congregate. And it's convenient to restaurants and CVS, and there's a bank here and restaurants and shopping and stuff, but it's it's not close enough to the courthouse. But it is what it is. I'm not getting arrested over it,
No.
Me being on my phone. Yeah, me being on my phone 2 seconds ago in front of Hardman was probably the closest I'm going to get to getting arrested because
Yeah.
we have a vacation planned the middle of May, and if I get in jail, my wife
Ooh.
would absolutely kill me, and she would go on vacation without me. I know that for a fact.
Oh yeah, she won't care. Bye bye, Kurt.
Yeah,
Deb
yeah.
is asking where is that, Kurt? Where's the parking? Where is it specifically? The parking?
It's across from the CVS. I want to say I used to have the address. Hold on 1 second. Let me put my glasses on.
He can't be on the phone because he's driving.
No,
That's why.
I am parked right now.
No, yeah, yeah,
Give me
yeah.
one
He's
second. Let
from.
me hop out of the truck. I'm gonna go meet up with Lauren. And
Yeah, that's fine.
hold on 1 second. Shout
That's
out
fine.
to shout out to Trisha McCormick. I don't know if you can see my Jesus on the dashboard.
Oh yeah, Trisha, shout out to you, my darling.
Shout out to Trisha McCormick. She gives out the little Jesus. And shout out to my father-in-law Mike, who passed. He's the reason that I got into the Karen Reed case.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, my father-in-law was a Boston police officer. So, if he was alive today, he would be number one disgusted with the lack of support from the Boston police. And I've told this story on Resistance to Silence before and everything, but
You did, yeah,
my
you did.
father-in-law is one of the my father-in-law is one of those guys that if that happened on his front lawn or the neighbor or anybody 5 houses down the street, 10 house, he would have been out there. The minute he heard about it, he would have been out there. And that's what really, really clicked with me was this guy has a fellow Boston police officer injured, possibly dead on his front lawn, and he doesn't have any class or any respect for his fellow brother police officer to get out of his house and go out and try and render aid one way or the other. It's absolutely disgusting. And to me, it proves his guilt. And that's just my opinion, but
Yeah.
it proves his guilt right there. All right, everybody, I'm going to take a walk. I got my pocket loaded up with dog treats. Um, that's one of the staple things here. We have so many dogs. So when you come down here, Pupperinos are the preferred treat. The milk bones they like, but sometimes they shy away. But if you're coming down here, there's always a lot of dogs here. So bring some pepperonis.
There you go. Yeah, there's loads of dogs in the movement, fair play. Hey Dina. Dina's in the house. The duck.
That's our coaster duck from Dive Bar. And I'll put Chloe on the dashboard while I'm out. I'm pretty sure I'm out of the buffer zone, but I have had police officers and neighbors come over and think that Chloe is a stuffed animal, by the way.
Right.
I have had people come over to the truck thinking that Chloe is a real dog, and
I
they
think we
want
all
to
thought it was
smash
a
my
real dog.
windows and let her out. So I have to make sure my windows are down, and people realize that when they
Hey
come a little
Lauren.
closer, they realize it.
I thought it was
He's
a real
not.
dog, I'll be honest with you. I did think it was a real dog.
Did you really, Dylan?
I did. I did. I was like, oh, what a cute dog. Oh, oh, idiot.
All
I'm
right.
such an idiot.
So I'm looking at Kimmy. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, we got
Rhode
everyone. So
Island
Dina's,
lady. Yeah, I'm looking at now. I can see the chat. Rhode Island lady. I met you yesterday. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming out.
yeah.
I want to see if I can blow this up and turn around.
Lauren, Shelley, Kimmy, Deb, Danny. Loads of people here. Happy days.
So did I just shut the camera off?
Yeah, you're not on. We can't see your face. Some would say that's not a bad thing, but I would say no. We want to see your face. I mean,
All right. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so probably the more button to switch it around.
play about with it. It's all good. Play about with it.
Yeah.
It being work. That's fine. It's good. Now we got better because when you were driving in, the service was going in and out, but now we've seen better
Oh,
now.
I wasn't sure. And the closer I get to the courthouse, I don't know if Dina experienced that yesterday, but a lot of times the news cameras have the thing. They put out so much power, they steal all the power from everybody on the street, and
Bastards.
you don't get a signal as quick. So I
That's all right.
apologize
We heard you. We heard you, so it's
I
fine.
apologize for my truck being such a mess, but I don't know if
Oh.
everybody saw this from yesterday, but I'll put this in my window so that people don't bother my truck. I think Tracy showed this off yesterday.
What we got? Now we're anticipating it now.
Yeah, we'll just go up and make sure it's in the right spot.
Well, what's the surprise now?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're looking at me, right? I haven't figured out how to turn it around. All right.
Hey! I love it. Delan USA Tour 25. I love it. I love it. I cannot wait, Kurt. I cannot wait.
Yeah,
I love that.
everybody's looking looking forward to your arrival. There's one of my father-in-law's police patches. And there's Chloe. Poor
That was a
Chloe.
real dog. Fuck. Yeah, I can't wait to get out there mid-May to see you all. It's gonna be a blast, let me tell you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun, and hopefully the good weather's gonna. Hopefully you're gonna bring the good weather.
I will. It's nice here, so I will. I will.
Yeah, so I'm dressed appropriately. I heard somebody asked, and the state police said no. There's no problem with you wearing that sweatshirt going through the buffer zone. It doesn't say anything, Karen Reed. So that's that. I'm still gonna try and figure out was Dina in the chat?
She was, yeah.
If Dina can tell me which button to hit to spin my camera around. I mean, I can just keep flipping it back and forth, but I'm trying to read the chat as we
I could get
as we go.
Let me just try and join as well, because I can try and figure it out as well for you. Hang on.
I don't even know. I think it's a I don't know if it's an iPhone 14, 15, or 16. I like the smaller one, not the bigger one, because it's identical to my work phone. And my wife has the bigger one. I don't know what number that is, but
I don't
like
know.
the smaller phone.
Yeah, I mean, most women like the bigger ones, so yeah, I know. Let me just go into the studio.
Yeah, so I don't know if can you see across the street to Pancho's Taqueria?
Hang on. Yes. Hang
Okay,
on.
so that's 551. That's 551 High Street. Pancho's Taqueria, and they are Karen Reed supporters. So if anybody, is in the neighborhood, they want a great burrito and an adult beverage,
do it that
551
way.
High Street. And the street that the parking lot on is East Ave. And I want to say, the last time I Googled it, I want to say it was like either 10 or 110 Eastern Ave. But it's right across from the CVS. So if you Google the CVS on Eastern Ave, the parking lot will be right across the street.
Right, hey, Kurt, right, so at the bottom, do you see more? Do you see 3 dots and says more on your phone?
Excuse me?
Do you see the 3 dots on your
three
phone?
dots? Okay.
And it says more on it.
Okay.
Press that. Go and then go to settings.
Okay.
And then you've got the option of a camera.
Yep.
And then once you press the camera, it says front camera. If you press the front camera bit, you just press the the back camera.
Alrighty.
Try
There we
that way,
go.
yeah.
So I got to do that every time.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the easiest way out of
that works.
StreamYard, yeah.
Well, the only problem now is I can't see the chat. But anyways,
Okay.
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. It's fine. We'll shout out. People want. Hey, hang on. People want to see. Hey, Cornpop. People want to see you in your speedos. Let me move us for a second so we can show you in your
Yeah,
speedo and all your glory.
I can just switch it around. Yeah, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody putting up with my newbieism.
There
I don't
he
know if
is,
that's
people.
a word, but I just made it up.
So,
A newbie.
Kurt, there's you, Kurt, in your speedo, looking good, Kurt. You've got phone stuff down your front.
Yeah, my mother-in-law loves when you show that. That's the best. Shout out to Ann. I don't know if she's watching this morning, but Ann's the baklava lady and the coconut squares lady. You'll meet her soon.
There you go.
All right, so this is Cafe Fresh Bagel. You guys been here before?
No.
Cafe Fresh Bagel lets us use the restroom. They are Karen Reed friendly.
Happy days.
So it's one of the places you can come and get your breakfast
Keita.
and hang out.
There you go.
And then Dedham House of Pizza is right next door.
StreamYard's a little bit different, people. That's why. But so yeah, we've got people in the chat. Kate Dan says you're crushing it, Kurt. She says you're crushing it.
I appreciate it.
Dana says that you've got a rotary dial phone. You're old school.
Listen, Dana's one to talk about having an old phone.
He's an old guy. He's an old guy now.
I think Dana's phone is an iPhone 1.5. Oh, hold on. One of my favorite songs. Guy was jamming Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. We're jamming.
I love me a little. Exactly. I love a little Bob Marley.
We love Bob
like
Marley.
I say, I haven't been down on this side yet since the new buffer zone. So I don't even know where the sign is. But I'm coming up on the group that we already passed. All right, so they're right at the sign. So it's gonna get loud.
Yeah, it's good.
We're outside, so I can scream all I want. Free Karen Reed!
Love it.
There's Scotty's truck, Scotty McGinnis. Always here. Always pounding the streets.
Scotty loves pounding. Love it.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm live, just so we know. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Say hello to Dylan. We're live. Just so everybody knows.
Good morning.
She just came in. She came in the back way.
Did she?
Yeah. Be walking around.
The truck did?
Yeah, just pulled in. It went around the side of the court.
Yeah.
And then came in from the other.
So they're walking in right now. Free Karen Reed! 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 Lunchbox! Lunchbox!
Lolly has to park.
How
in the
many
back
pencils
lot.
you got today, Lunchbox? Show us your pencils!
Hey, I was gonna go in there and say, "Hey, can you guys make up a sandwich for Adam Valley?"
You talk about perfect timing, guys. We literally walked up right as she was walking in. We don't know which way she comes in, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see the stadies up the street.
We can't quite see it, but I mean, we heard you. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So we're right at the buffer zone, Dylan. So there's the sign right here, and I'm with Cheryl, one of our morning every day. Cheryl with the sandwich board sign.
Love it. Love it.
Stacy, good morning. Stacy's another morning regular with all her signs.
Morning.
Annie's here.
Good morning.
Morning, Annie.
Yeah,
Yeah, just go on Amazon. Don't go to the Verizon store.
yeah,
Too much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quick.
That's Tim up. Tim, not you. Tim.
Did you see?
No, he already went in. Yeah. This guy's taking a picture right now. Oh no, he was in yesterday. Come on up here. Yeah, he was in yesterday.
I'll get it. Yeah, he can do it. I can't why it's the shots, lady. Yeah, the shots. Yeah, shots.
Oh, shots.
So
yes.
we're gonna find out who he's from, and we're gonna ask him a couple of questions.
Good.
With a funny sword.
Looks like there's a news reporter coming down to talk to somebody. Is anybody gonna talk to them? I don't know.
I'm not. This guy's just a photographer.
That's all we wanted.
That's all you wanted? That's it? That's all you wanted?
Buffer zone,
Yeah, you're still in it. You gotta walk beyond the pole.
You want to talk to me for it? Buffer zone?
How unconstitutional it is?
It's a good spot.
My niece was there.
I'm originally from Massachusetts, though, so.
Do you want to talk online or live, or you want to talk just talk?
No, it's going to be, it's not live.
Because I wanted to ask you a question, if that's okay. So you guys come down every morning and you film Karen coming in and out of court, and you film us, and you're here every morning. Or I don't know about you, but a lot of the guys are here every morning. How come you're not at Morrissey's office every morning? How come you guys have more than one camera? You have more than one, you know, I apologize. How come they don't send you to Morrissey's office? Because his opinion and his, all his stuff is just as important as covering Karen. I mean, this guy came out and made a public statement and spewed all kinds of lies. And months later, we find out that everything about Proctor that was supposedly conspiracy theorists, a lot of it came true. And they ended up firing the guy. Okay? So that gets brushed under the rug, and nobody's talking about that. Nobody goes to Morrissey's office, and nobody's pounding on his door, following him around every day with a camera saying, Mr. Morrissey, do you have a comment? Do you have a comment? Do you want to talk to anybody? I apologize if I'm coming off with a little bit of an attitude. I'm passionate about it, but we all want to know how come Michael Morrissey, he was so adamant about getting this video that he put out telling us that we can't believe everything that's coming out on the internet. You can't believe everything that's on the internet. You can't believe Turtle Boy. You can't believe all these conspiracy theorists. And now it turns out a lot of the theories that they had were correct. So I think it's great that you guys are out covering the case. We love the media coverage. We love seeing you guys out here because that's our point. We want people around the world to know what's going on.
No, go ahead.
But we also think, I mean,
Oh,
you guys,
it's about a question.
and I
Absolutely.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. I appreciate that. I've asked 3 or 4 reporters over the last 3 or 4 days that exact question, and they kind of looked at me and gave me attitude. And you know, like I say, I know I'm coming off.
Your past.
Yeah, and I appreciate you listening to me.
Oh, no, absolutely. Honestly, I wish I could have an exact answer for that. I
Yeah.
can tell you how news works and where it gets shifted and everywhere is where the focus of how can we get people to speak up,
Yeah.
sound, which obviously you have been very vocal since the beginning.
Yeah,
We go to certain places, certain areas, such as court, where we
Yep.
know they're going to arrive. And I think it goes down a huge chain and a huge ladder in
Yeah.
which it's not determined what we're covering and everything. There's no conspiracy around that. I think it just comes down to who we can get, who can talk to us, and how can we put this information and relay it to the public to the best of our ability. That's the only answer I can give you
Yeah,
to that.
no.
I can't give you an exact answer on why certain things are done.
and I appreciate that. Yes, the address is 45 Sharman.
Where you go, or you go where you're told to go?
Sometimes it depends on the story, depends on like today, obviously, big case trial, jury selection. This is where the case lives. Yeah, absolutely. And this is where we get sent to. I get assigned to most of my stuff. The majority of it just depends on, frankly, it depends on staffing and what we have for the day and what we can get to and everything. And that's where it comes down to a lot of times is who we can get. It's all about getting sound. It's all about getting responses because as journalists, we're supposed to be like, hey, here's the facts. Here's what we're told from this side and this side. It just depends on who's willing to speak. And I think the people who are willing to speak, whether you are an official or you're somebody in the public, that if you're willing to speak, you're willing to get your voice out there. And that is what attracts a lot of what we do. And I can sit there and tell you, this said, this is what this said, but how much are you going to believe out of what I'm saying compared to if you're saying it?
Not a lot.
I
Yeah.
think that's the best I can do with
Yeah.
to give you a efficient answer.
Can you go back and make a suggestion that, hey, this is
Oh yeah,
this is where I
absolutely.
think we should probably
Yeah.
go? Because we do try and have protests there once a month. And, some of the reporters that have showed up there haven't been completely fair. And they, I understand, I get it. You guys need to show both sides. I understand. But a lot of the news clips they show from out in front of this courtroom, there was one day that there was 30 blue shirts, approximately. One day. This other day, besides that, there was about 15. But those were 2 days. I mean, we're out here every day.
Oh yeah.
I mean, some of us can't be here every day, but some of us are, and we'll leave, and then there's another group that comes in at lunchtime. There's another group that comes in the afternoon and everything. But
how things are pushed, and I learned this a long time ago, radio broadcasting actually.
yeah,
You are one sentence and one thing away from ruining your career. Why is to
Yeah.
checking facts, especially in this day and age where you can read so much, you have to triple and double check everything from the sources that provide us information, and it's so hard nowadays. And especially there's such an influence with the public and social media on what gets put out there, whether it's factual, infactual. It's so hard to digest. Not only but just in general, as the public, it's hard to take in. Oh, that's perfectly fine. I always think there's a
No,
camera.
Kurt, here we go. He dropped out. He'll be back now.
It's Michael Morrissey. I'm saying there's no relationship between the process.
and nobody fact checked that video.
Yeah.
The video that Michael Morrissey put out, like you did.
Yeah.
Here's a DA that comes out and gets on a video and basically spewed lies, and a lot of them came true. So
Well, people need to be held accountable
Yeah.
on every level.
Well,
That's what journalists try to do. You gotta hold people accountable
Yeah.
on every level. It's tough though because there's so much that goes on. It's very difficult to get every.
Yeah, I know.
But I understand. I love talking to people in the public about things
Yeah.
because it opens up a different perspective that sometimes when you're rolling around, you're doing so
Yeah.
much, you get caught up in so many things.
Like you're from Rhode Island, but
Originally from Massachusetts.
all right,
Yeah.
but a lot of the local, no one's going to talk to them here. They're going to go to Turtle Boy. And people get pissed off at it, but
Yeah.
we trust him. He's got receipts.
You get a chance to see the new HBO documentary? There was a lot of them that said that, this case was become bigger because of it,
Yeah.
because of what he did.
Well, the
Yeah.
ID one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think it was the HBO Max, the HBO Max documentary came out.
I don't know.
His name was talks to me on camera, talks a bit about the buffer zone and what's going on, when you found out about that and everything, and about the jury selection process and everything.
Does anybody want to do an interview?
No.
I'll do, if nobody else wants to do it, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
it'll be
Yeah, I'm kind of shy though.
Oh. Really? All right, let me.
Right, Scotty?
All right.
Oh, you want to go now?
Yeah, whenever.
All right, can I give Henry a treat? Can I give Henry a treat first?
Right ahead, yeah.
Henry. Henry's begging for his morning treat.
Not even on here today. I have forbidden that she left you.
Guys and girls, just so you know, we're live.
Morning. Morning.
Hey, do you want to hold this while I talk to him? So I'm not. Hey, everybody, I'm going to give you to Lauren for a little bit. Not really? Okay. Never mind. I'll give it to Timma.
You give it
All right, we're not live. We're just
Not
we're
like just
talking
talking
like
back
we
and
just
forth.
were. Okay.
Just going back. Just me and you.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about that being. So, right off the bat, when he gets finished up, first question is always really difficult. A lot of people are like, for it, but all I gotta say is say your name, spell it out for me, and where you're from. So, you all set? Can you say your name, spell it out for me, and where you're from? So,
Yeah, it's Kurt Maxim, Curtmaxon. I'm from Norwood, Massachusetts.
all right, Kurt. So tell me a little bit. When was the first time you found out that there was going to be a buffer zone?
This trial or last week?
This trial.
We found. Well, I've been following the story obviously, and I'm usually out here almost every morning. We weren't exactly sure. We knew it was changing, and we do go over and we talk to the state police, and we ask them. They give us information. So I knew it was changing. They didn't give us the exact amount they were pushing back till almost the last day, or the second to last day, I believe. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Thought on that. What was your thought when they announced? Even going back to the first trial, when they announced the buffer and the recency, what was your thoughts about it?
Well, I understand it. I'm not happy about it, but none of us want to get arrested. We're peaceful. We've been out here. We've been peaceful. We're probably the most peaceful protesters we've ever been in history in this state. We're not different styles, though. We're not, giving people the bird or swearing at people, everything. People come by and throw us the bird and swear at us and everything, and we say, God, have a great day. We try to kill them with kindness. If you don't believe in Karen's innocence, that's fine. That's your opinion. But you don't have to swear at us and scream and yell. So, next question.
Yeah, so
I'm losing my train of thought.
Don't worry about it. That's why we cut things up. But I got a question about the influence around things. What's being supported here? I mean, obviously they create a buffer zone specifically for influence on jurors and everything. How do you see that? How do you look at that? Do you look at it as a bad thing or a good thing on the influence that you have on this case?
Like I said, personally, I would rather see the jury see all the support that's out here, but I also understand why they don't want them to. I mean, the last trial, there were a lot of people, there was more people that didn't know about this case. Now this case is worldwide, and, thanks to a lot of the people behind me and stuff, people care. I'm from a police family. My father-in-law was a Boston police officer. So that's why I'm here. There's a lot of people here in support of law enforcement. Like we've said it before, and I'll say it again. We're here for the good guy, the good cops. We're not here for the corrupt. And believe me, I know there's a lot of good cops out there because I went to high school with the town that I live in Norwood. Our police department is fantastic. We can't say enough good things. I'm not going to go into a deal, but everybody knows the problem to play. There's not a single camera in that town that works when the public needs it to work. Every single camera in that town is broken. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's like the Bermuda Triangle or, you know, just everything malfunctions in here.
Perfect. You got anything else you want to add about your support here, about the trial? I mean, the last question I really have for you is,
Yeah.
you know, jury selection going on right now. They have 2 done already, but they have hundreds lined up. I mean, you look at the magnitude of this case. Just tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, if we get 2 a day, I would be thrilled. If we get 1 a day, I would be thrilled. You know, if we get 4 a day, I mean, that's gold, you know? The only, well, I could go on all day, but the one of the other main things that, and I said it on Dylan's live this morning already, but I'm gonna repeat it again. And if you guys cut it out, it is what it is. But, you know, a lot of people drive by, there's so much support. We're at about probably 85 to 90% support of people driving by. There's maybe 5 or 10% that absolutely hate us. They think that Karen's guilty, and they'll come by and they'll scream, "You people are wasting your time. She's guilty. She did it. Whatever." And then there's 5 or 10% of the people, or you know, I know my numbers aren't adding up, that they just want to go to work, and they're sick of the traffic and the cameras and everything else going on. But they support us, and they say that, you know, like, we love you guys and we understand what you're doing. We understand why you're doing it, but we just want it to be over. You know what I mean? So that was one of my points. And the other point is, you know, people will come by and they'll scream out at us. But people need to get a life. You people need to get a hobby. People need to get a job. If they knew what this group of people sacrifices to be here every morning, yes, there are some retired people here. Yes, there are some people that are out of work. But there are people here with physical health ailments. There are people here that work 2 and 3 jobs. They're taking time away from their families. They're taking time away from their sleep to be here. But they're passionate about it. They you know, we all have to remember, Karen could be our brother. Karen could be our sister. Karen could be our daughter. Karen could be our niece. And that's the way we all feel. We're family now. Karen's part of us. And, you know, we're here for her. You know, so the people that drive by and say, "Hey, get a life, get a job," you know, we have jobs. And this has turned into one of our jobs. We're fighting for First Amendment rights, and we're fighting for Karen, who, if everybody remembers, she's an innocent woman. She's innocent till proven guilty. So people have to keep that in the back of her mind. She's still an innocent woman.
All right, you good? Appreciate you talking. Thank you very much. Oh, of course. I mean, I'm always the type of person where, hey, I talk a lot.
Do you have a business card? So if we go to the Morris for a protest, I can call you or call somebody to let them know, hey.
You know, it's back in the car.
Okay.
But here, get your notes up. I'll give you my or just throw a note. I'll give you my number. And then you give me a call or something.
Can you take his number down? Because I'm screaming. I can't get out my phone.
Actually, I'll give you the email. It'll be a lot easier.
Hey now. And can you just look in the camera and say hey now for me?
Depends on what's it for.
It's my license plate.
Oh, that's your license.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now.
No, it's my license plate. So when I drive by, everybody says hey now.
That was amazing, Kurt. Amazing.
How am I doing on my first day?
Oh, you're killing it. Killing it.
Say good morning to Sammy.
Good morning.
Morning.
Henry knows I have a pocket full of
Oh, good. Look at you.
we have 2 or 3 new dogs here in the. Oh, thank you. They're all saying I did a good job with the
You did.
interview.
You did.
I'm getting pretty good at it. I've probably done a dozen of them, not as many as Dina, but I've probably done a dozen of them. But it was nice. It was nice that he. It was nice that he listened to what I had to say before we went live. You know.
Yeah, that's good. And you did really well. You did really well. And Kate Dan is saying you're killing it. She says you're killing it. All you need is a speedo now.
Who did?
Kate Dan. She says you need a speedo, and that's it.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I'm
What was
sorry,
his name?
Dylan, I can't get it with the accent. Was it Donna saying it or you?
No, Kate Dan. Kate. CAIT.
I do have to throw a shout out to my beautiful wife, Donna. She's probably
There you go.
watching. So, good morning, Donna. I love you, babe.
Morning, Donna. What channel was that? What channel was it?
Oh, I forget. Tim, I might remember. Annie, do you remember what channel he was? Rhode Island? Do you remember what? Rhode Island Channel 12.
Rhode Island's Channel 12. There you go, people. Hey, Brenda. Hello, Donna. Hey now to you, Donna, if you're here. Hello, everybody.
Good morning,
Oops.
Brenda.
There you go. Do you see the chat now, yeah?
One more.
Do you see the chat?
Yeah, I can see it. It's real. You know, the bus driving trucks are pretty loud now. You know, so it was nicer when I was in the truck and it was nice and quiet, but.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. I'll put the chat
Hold
up for
on one
you.
second. Hold on one second, Dana. Timma, what was his name again? Joe Cortese. Joe Cortese, Dana. Channel 12. Channel 12 in Rhode Island.
Oh, that's nice of Kurt, isn't it, Cheryl?
And hopefully
Look at
Dana will isolate the hay now.
You will. Look at the chat. Look at the chat.
Hopefully Dana will
nice...
isolate the hay now. The one day I forgot to shave.
That's right. Hey, can you hear me now? No.
Can I hear you?
Yeah. Yes.
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Do you see the chat? Look at the chat. I'll put some chats up for you. I'll put some so you can read the chat. Just read the chats.
Oh,
I'll put them up for you.
yeah. Hold on one second. I got to get over by the shade. It's too sunny over here.
No worries. No worries.
Oh, thank you, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Oh, yes, Cheryl. I remember very well. Thank you, Cheryl. Always love seeing you, and everybody loves your license plate. I think that's happened for 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 of the young ladies that have showed up. Hey now. I can't read. Say it how. Good morning. Hey now. Yeah, at one point I think I had 3 or 4 jackets out. All different people had them, or sweatshirts or whatever. One item.
Is Donna in the chat?
Everybody got the black. I got the navy blue, so I stand out a little more than the others.
Denise, don't worry about that. It's all good, Medallion. I'm just see if Donna's in the chat. People are saying hello, Donna. I'm just wondering if Donna is in the chat.
People are saying, "Who is Donna?"
No, Donna's in the chat.
My queen.
I know she's your queen. Oh. Yes. There you go. Boston Brandy's here as well.
Good morning, Brandy. Where are you in your boots? See you soon. Yeah, I'm probably. I have work again at 9:30. I have camp started back up. I got go some gas money to get back and forth to court.
Yeah, that's fine because court starts at 9:30. So.
Yeah, she was very early this morning. Karen was very early.
There you go. Yeah, court starts at 9:30. Same as yesterday, so nothing much happening. Kurt's better half, Donna. We got a language barrier. Kurt can't understand my accent, so you struggle with my accent, Kurt, don't you?
Listen, Donna's the best. Donna's the best. You know, it's her dad that was the Boston cop, and Donna supports everything we do. We all joke around. I have Jill as my protest wife, and Dina is my second protest wife, and there's 3 or 4 of the other ladies here that I look after, and we're all one big happy family. But Donna puts up with me being gone a lot, and some mornings when I leave and I go and sleep in my truck for 2 hours in the courthouse, she's not completely thrilled about it, but she knows how passionate about it we are.
There you go. There you go. I'm still trying to put the chats up for Kurt to see. You'll see them tonight. He'll probably go through them because he can't hear me that well. He does not understand my accent, so we need to fix this. We need to get you some Welsh lessons.
Get me some what?
Some Welsh
some Welsh
accent lessons. Yeah. Ready for May.
When you come to town, I'll pick up on it quickly.
I know.
We from Scotland, and the first 2 days I spent with them, me and my wife were just shaking our heads like, what the hell are they talking about? And it took us a while to pick up on the accent and the way they speak and the way they pronounce words. I mean, obviously, nobody butchers the English language more than we do here in Massachusetts.
But you're wicked smart.
We used to have foreign exchange students come over and stay with us, and they literally had a class. It was called Boston slang. They came here to actually learn how to understand Boston slang, like parking the car in Harvard Yard and wicked pisser and all the stupid little Bostonian things. Bang a Yui. You guys don't bang Yuis over there, do you?
No. Hey, look at the chat.
Do you even know what that?
No idea. No idea.
There she is. There's my girl. Good morning, sweetheart. I love you.
There you go.
All right, buddy. All right. You want to say goodbye?
Have a good day, my friend. I'm going home to get the pup.
See you, Dennis. See you later, mate.
Have a good day, folks.
He's gonna go get the pup out.
There you go. We'll see you later, Dennis.
All right, Dennis. We'll see you in the morning. Yeah. Give a shout out to my nephews too.
What's the UEs?
Nico and Enzo.
Nico and Enzo.
Are we back to the Gino, Nico, and Enzo? Yeah.
Gino, Nico, and Enzo. I want to know what a UE is. What's a UE?
So banging a UE is when you do a U-turn in the middle of the road.
Oh.
Some areas here you're allowed to do it. Most areas you don't. But when you get pulled over, the cop says, "I saw you bang that UE back there. You can't do that."
Okay. I got you. Hang on, let me put court on. I get it. Now I understand. I'm picking it up. I'm picking the lingo up. I am, slowly but surely.
Yeah, when you come over, we'll show you the real deal. I'll show you how to do one. Show you how to bang a UE.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. That would be great, actually. What else is going on?
Speedo to sponsor your.
They do. There you go. I was just gonna say, look at Speedo.
We're trying to get Speedo to sponsor your trip.
I need to. It's expensive. Boston is expensive. Jeepers.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But it's worth it.
Everything is. Hopefully, hopefully soon things will start being more reasonable. But I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just put the court up ready for when it goes live. There you go. There. We'll get you more on, because once you get my accent down to a T, you've been an excellent guest, Kurt. You've been an excellent guest. You've been awesome.
Thank you. Listen, I appreciate it, but we can't get to Karen, and we don't even root. Um, I'm pretty sure they make sure she goes down some back roads that obviously don't have access to. That's what they do with the high profiles. But we got a glimpse of her, and then it wasn't too long before that reporter showed up, and we got a knock with him. I've been grabbing every reporter that I see, and asking them that same question: why aren't they at Michael Morrissey's office?
Yeah, that's a
They're
great
here every
question.
morning, pestering Karen. A lot of the time she doesn't talk. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't want to talk, or her lawyers tell her not to talk today or whatever. But you know, you show up here every day and she's not talking. Why don't you come on? You know, he had so much to say in the beginning. It's awfully funny how quiet he is now.
Yeah, yeah, true story. I think a lot of people are basing Karen's guilt on what he said. People
Yeah.
think that Karen still thinks she's guilty because of what he said.
Well, in the beginning, if you knew anybody in law enforcement, all the cops, and I have friends that were saying the same thing. They were saying there's no way. They said, if there were 3 or 4 people involved, you might be able to get 3 or 4 people to stick to their story and not fool on their story, or not have their story collapse. But most of the police officers were saying there's no way you're going to get 11 or 12 or 13 people that were supposedly all in that house to all come up with the same story and all stick to it, and all stick to the script. But they had so much time to do that, and they had so much time to organize it, and all the main lines that nobody knew anything about anything else, but they knew exactly when John didn't show up. They all knew when Collins supposedly left, and when Karen supposedly arrived and showed up. But every other question you ask them is, I don't know, or I don't recall, or can you ask the question in a different form? Um, I'm losing my train of thought here.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, I apologize. I kind of lost my train of thought. I saw something shiny. Dana knows what that's like. There's a nice shiny truck driving by, and I'm like, hey, look at that shiny truck.
I know what that is like as well. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So if I can remember my point, I'll come back to it. But yeah, no, I was just saying, lies and stuff. The common things that they all. Hey now, what's your name? What's your name? I'll give you a shout out. She was watching me in the car. Shout out to the girl in the white Jeep with the black top.
Shout out.
I don't know if she didn't want to be on the camera. I think she said no, but anyways. Yeah, the common phrase is, tell him the guy never came in the house. Who would say that? Why would they say that?
Yeah.
How about tell him the homeowner never came out of the house? Because we all know that one, but they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the fact that Brian Albert never came out of his house.
Yeah. Oh, keep going. It's good. You're saying good stuff here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we kind of anticipated that today was going to be slow. I know I said that earlier. A lot of people are saving their sick time and their real days off, their personal days or whatever, when the trial starts. The jury selection, there's not a whole lot of activity out here. And once she goes in, it's basically over as far as, we still get beeps and stuff and people out here supporting us. But
It
I
was
didn't
Kimbo
even talk to
Sliced.
people yesterday.
Hey,
One more
look at the
time.
chat. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Look at the chat.
There you go. No, we
Kimbo's,
understand. That's why I stopped chasing after you.
yeah,
Good
that's why
morning, though, and
Kimbo.
thank you for giving us a shout out.
Yeah, appreciate that, Kimbo.
Yeah, we have a lot of people like that. What did her name come up, or was it just a mystery name?
Well, it's no, her name as in Kimbo. Oh look,
Yeah,
Kimbo Slice. That's all.
yeah. We have a lot of people like that. You know, I have a lot of friends that work in Canton, and they're, you know, I don't even want to say what they do, but they have a lot of clients, and they can't discuss the case. They don't want to lose business. Um, they don't want to come out to dive bar. They don't want to be on, you know, on camera or whatever. But they do support us. They do donate to Karen's defense fund, and they do support us and stuff. But yeah, they don't want to lose their job or their clients and stuff. So
Yeah,
um, they gotta stay out of it, you know.
which is understandable. Understandable.
Yep,
I get that.
totally.
Understandable. Yeah.
It's sad, you know. It's sad, you know. It's sad that, you know, um, one of our fellow supporters, Kevin took a fall. Kevin lives in Canton,
Yeah.
and Kevin was afraid to call the police. He took a fall on the ice back in the wintertime, and he didn't want to. He was afraid to call his own local town police to get the police and an ambulance out there. He had to call a friend to take him to the hospital. I forget whether he shattered his ankle or his foot or his hip or whatever he did, but um, you know, it's a sad fears when you can't call the police in your hometown when a, you know, 70, 75, 80-year-old man falls down and he's afraid to call the police. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Sad. That's very sad to happen. You know. His
Yeah.
knee. It was his knee. His knee.
Yeah.
Making
Yeah.
changes. His knee. There you go.
I was going
I'm
to
not
give the
sure
dog
who's
a cookie,
showing it.
but
I'm not sure. We'll be streaming it. Adam Lally's Irish Nation. We could stream it on whichever channel does it. So I got a few
yeah, I
streams
didn't
open.
realize it was already getting that late. I didn't realize
Fine.
it was already getting that late. I started heading to work.
Yeah, you've got to go now, do you?
Yeah, I do. So I'm just gonna run down real quick and say goodbye to the crew, and then I'm gonna sign off pretty quick.
Yeah. Perfect.
Thank you for all the kind words, everybody. I hope I made your morning and gave you a little insight on what, you know,
You were
what's
great.
happening.
You were great.
Guys and girls, I gotta head off to work. So I'm heading out.
I gotta go.
If anybody wants to say goodbye to Dylan
Bye,
Dylan.
and everybody in
Bye
the
bye,
stream.
everyone.
Dylan.
Bye.
I gotta go home and watch it so I can see your interview.
What are you leaving to?
Before.
I gotta go to yeah.
All right. You know I'm back again tomorrow, Scott.
All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow.
Have a great
Take care.
day.
Tell the wife I said hello.
I will.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bud. Sammy. Sammy.
Hey now.
I gotta go to work. Hey now.
Nice to see you.
All right. You walking with me?
Yeah.
Are you down in the main lot?
No, I'm over near the bicycle shop.
Okay. This is lovely Cheryl.
That's it.
Cheryl won the dive bar poster that was
She
signed by
did.
Karen and her family.
Awesome.
Cheryl is a regular morning crew, and she's an awesome lady. She goes home and prepares meals for her grandkids, and
Peel the potatoes.
she helps out her daughter with her grandkids, and she's an awesome lady.
Yeah, I got 8 grandkids.
8
Wow.
grandkids.
8. Fucking hell.
And I'm working
That's
young.
amazing.
They age you though.
Hold on. Hon. All righty. Well, listen, I'm going to sign off on that note.
Have a
And
good day.
you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll watch later on, Dylan.
Thank you, Kurt.
Yeah, I gotta watch it too.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Loved it. Thank you. Hey now.
Hey now.
See you later.
Hey now, free Karen Reed. Everybody
Hey
knows
now,
the
free
deal.
Karen. There you go.
All right, bud. Talk to you
Thanks,
soon.
Kurt. Take care, buddy. Bye, buddy.
All right, bye-bye.
Right, that was Kurt. Amazing. We love Kurt. That was great. We will be streaming the Inside the Courthouse. I got Law and Crime here. I'll try and get another stream as well. Ready. Trying to think who else would do. Which ones would do it, people? Which are the Boston 25? Who else? Let's get a few up, shall we? Ready for it. Well, that was great insight. I loved that. Kurt was amazing. He was amazing. So I really enjoyed that. Sharon is awesome as well. There you go. Bye now. Bye now. There you go. He'll be back on. He'll be back on as well numerous times with us. Don't you worry of that as well. So I'll just there you go. I got him. He's struggling to get out. So got him out. So the plan is that we will show Inside the Courtroom when they go live, where the corrupt judge is just going to do the whole thing again of welcoming jurors. We'll listen in to see how many people put their hands up, and then the stream will end because that's all they'll do. So, yeah, he was amazing. Oh, good morning from the centre of. So, right, Ted Daniel is tweeting. Hello, Donna. How are you, my darling? Nice to see you. I miss you, Donna. I don't see you as often these days. I miss you. I hope you're doing well, my darling. You were amazing, Donna. I hope your health is doing okay, my darling. Yeah, Trucker, hello to you. Lisa, he was. There you go. I'm not sure who we got tomorrow. It might be Erica back tomorrow if she's feeling better. So, Ted Douglas says, good morning from the centre of the criminal trial universe. It's day 2 of the jury selection in Commonwealth v. Karen Reed. I expect today will be rinse/repeat of yesterday with a new jury candidate. The trial of, okay, the other trial, okay. A trusted contact watching the Turek trial tells me the judge for Turek keeps reminding the jury to avoid all media on the Reed case as well. Has even apologised for how they are being moved from area to area because of Reed's jury selection. Even told them he made orders to reserve a parking section for them. So there you go. It's all good as long as you're okay, my darling. As long as you're okay, Donna. It's nice. Always nice to see you, my darling. Kurt was amazing. He is amazeballs. A shout out to Donna as well. Channel 5 did yesterday too as well. Okay, we'll keep an eye out on a few of them now. Then, yeah, we'll give him compliments now, but we'll abuse him when I'm in Boston. So, right, let me get another one up then. Tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow. I think it'd be Erica. Look, so basically, if you see the thumbnail, the team includes Dana, Tracy, Dina, Erica, Kurt, myself, obviously, but I'm here. So there'll be a mixture of people that'll be on every day in the mornings. We'll mix it up as much as we can. I think Erica's planned to be on tomorrow. Maybe Kurt will be on Friday. I have no idea who's going to be on. All I know is whoever we got on, they're all amazing. All we want to do is to see the boots on the ground, and the stories they tell us is amazing. We hopefully get another perspective. There's so many streams I'll show you the legal aspects and stuff like that, but we are here to try and show you the boots on the ground and what they're doing and what, like Kurt's opinions. I forgot his father-in-law was a Boston cop and stuff. It's amazeballs. Do you know what I mean? Amazeballs. So, Kimbo, basically every single day of trial, this will happen every day. So throughout the trial, throughout jury selection and the trial, this will happen every single day. Even when I'm in Boston, we'll still be doing the trial. We're trying to produce, like, it's not going to be great every day, do you know what I mean? But because I fuck up all the time, but I mean, we try our best, is all I can say, to bring you stuff, and we try and do it because I'm interested in all this stuff, so hopefully you guys are as well. Now, I got to work on my accent because people are saying they're struggling to understand me. So I got to work. I got to work on my accent. I get Erica's coming tomorrow. There you go, Lisa. Dylan always earworms me. It gets so stuck in my head. Sorry. Each and every day there will be surprises, absolute surprises. We don't know what's coming every day. Right. I've always been intrigued with this because people are messaging me saying they can't understand me. So bear with me. Oh shit! I can only do it on one. Okay, it doesn't matter. I can't do it on both. Fine, there's no point then. If you can't understand me, no. If you can understand me, put 1 in. If you can't understand me, put 2 in the chat. 1 for if you can understand my accent. 2 if you can't. I don't get offended. You're doing fine, Dylan. Thank you, my darling. Nicole, thank you, my darling. Dana, your ass. Jamie can understand me. Happy days. I was going to do a poll, but it only works on one side. Jamie understands me. Oh, LB understands. Wish you had my accent. I guarantee you, you're the only person to say that ever, Nicole. But thank you, my darling. Head understands. Dana doesn't understand me. Nicole understands me. Deb does. Marilyn doesn't. I'm sorry, Marilyn. I will try my best, Marilyn, to slow it down. I'm sorry, my darling. Stacey does. Brandy does. Hey, Boston Brandy, my darling. Lady Di does. Go fuck yourself does. Donna does. I understand most, but can and can't sound exact. Can and can't sound exact same. Okay, I can do it. I can't do it. Fine, I need to do that. Fine. Love accents. I love accents, but people, it's sometimes quite hard. I can understand you just about as good as I can understand their Boston accent. 1.5. Middle of the ground. I understand you. Thank you, Laurie, my darling. Lisa understands. I think you draw out your words. Is it? Yeah, I probably do. Yeah, probably do. I don't see it. Do you know what I mean? So I will try and slow it down a little bit as well. There you go. Thank you, Denise. Enjoy Vegas, Denise. Hope you have a lovely time, my darling. There you go. Laurie, thank you, my darling. I usually understand, but you have to say what the 1s and 2s were for twice before I... You see? There you go. Kimbo Slice understands. Hey now. And Bev spinning specs. There you go. So majority of people do understand. It's just a few people. That's fine. I will work on it and I will slow it down a little bit. I'm saying that I won't because I always forget to slow it down. I talk to you daily and I don't understand you. Your accent is fine, but I never know what you're on about. Nice. Yeah, that is true. Ask me this if you can. Why is it when people have an English accent, why does the accent disappear when you sing, tomorrow, we love you, tomorrow? I'll sing you a song here now. Hang on, let me sing you a song then to see if that's true or not, Nicole. This is something that you should all be doing right now. Where's it gone?
Press the like, please. Press the like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me if you liked and subscribe. Like and subscribe, everyone. Let's fucking go. Ole, 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 ole. Erin ha, ole. Erin ha, ole. Let's go, Erin ha, ole. Erin ha, ole.
Hey y'all, down Texas. How we doing, Jamie? Y'all? Ma'am? They do the whole cap thing. Ma'am? I know that bit. Hey, ma'am. Morning, ma'am. And you dip the cup. You will get a good laugh on when you... I can't wait. I know. I can't wait, Paul. It'll be a wicked pisser. As my friend says, bore da to you, Solo Dove. That's great. Bore da to you. Wow, that is true. It is true, Marilyn. I think it is true. Paul, there you go. Oh, the beautiful Tracy. Hello, my darling. Now I can understand you better. Ole. There you go. So now, basically, you want me to sing I'll sing a song and I won't talk anymore with you, child. Because you don't get me. Carolina's the best. North and South Carolina. I know that. Charlotte, isn't it? Charlottesville. As a Texan, that was perfect. Y'all, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. That's just me tipping my cap. Evening, ma'am. Morning, y'all. Morning, y'all. It's like I'm doing Pinocchio, y'all. Where am to those intro songs all by myself over here. Your niece says y'all beautifully. Oh, she did she? She did. No, no one does, Dana. My friend came from the UK and spent more time talking to people in stores. Yeah, do you know, I was saying this story yesterday, Denise. I went to New Jersey and went to a supermarket and store, however you say, it's a big store. And I was walking through the store and people coming up to me to take pictures. I was like, what the fuck? They heard my accent and they were in love. And by the time I got back to my hotel and by the time I got to the restaurant, everyone knew who I was. It was amazing. Everyone wanted to talk to me. It was amazing. Charlotte, there you go. Carolina Panthers. Hey y'all. Now there is a battle of what song I will be infinitely sing with while making dinner tonight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Guess. Hey Lucy, how we doing, my darling? Hope you're well. Nice to see you, my darling. Hi Lucy. Right, why the hell is this not working then? Where is Court? Court is late, I think, today. I was on vacation in St. Thomas. I was yelling. Oh, here they go. I was yelling to my son saying, come over here to... Love it. Jean, hello, my darling. How are you? And Denise. Right, let me get this up for you. The stream, that is, not nothing else. I don't want your minds to go somewhere else. Right. Oh, fuck. Hang on. I can't get it up. That's what she said. Shit. Hang on, people. I need to change the stream. Oh, no, I got it here. Let's make sure it's boosted as well. Right, I've just boosted it. Right, what do we just miss there now? Hey, Gary. How are you doing, sir? Hope you're well. Right. Let me go back a little bit. Okay, so there wasn't anything. Fine. We'll wait for the judge then. Michigan, go blue. Thank you, KRH. Thank you. It's a joint stream. I think you're in resisted to silence, but please come over to the alternate corner and give me a like. I would appreciate that as well. And subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you, my darling. Marilyn, we stick like a sore thumb. Wicked pisser. I'm good. Thank you, my friend. I'm very well, thank you. Bev had banned back a few. Yes. Oh, and by the way, Dana, I use, so for those that are regulars know that I've got my CPAP machine now. So I used the mask and stuff last night for the first time. I couldn't sleep. I'm more tired today than ever. I couldn't sleep properly last night. I managed 3.5 hours of the mask on. I had to take it off. It was just too much. But I'll try again tonight. It was hard work. It is. So what?
You are muted.
No, we're not. What also happened, Sarah P, was. Oh.
All right, to the court, please.
Here we go. Right, I'll shut up.
You are unmuted.
All persons have any business before the Honorable Beverly Canoni, Justice of the Norfolk Superior Court and for the County of Norfolk. Draw near, give your attendance, and you shall be heard. Do I say the Commonwealth of Massachusetts? This court is now open. You may be seated. I'm sorry, jurors, could you all please stand and raise your right hands one more time? I'm so sorry. Do each of you solemnly swear to make true answers to such questions as should be put forth to you by the court, so help you God? Yes. Thank you. You can have a seat now. May I call the case, Your Honor?
Please.
Your Honor, this is 22-117, the Commonwealth versus Karen Reed. Can I have counsel identify themselves for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Laura McLaughlin for the Commonwealth.
Good morning, Ms. McLaughlin. Good morning, Mr. Hiley.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hank Brennan for the Commonwealth.
Good morning, Mr. Brennan.
Good morning, Your Honor. Al Jackson.
Good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Elizabeth Little, also.
Good morning, Ms. Little.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Alessi on behalf of Ms. Reed.
Good morning, Mr. Alessi.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Yannetti for Karen Reed.
Good morning, Mr. Yannetti. Good
morning, Your Honor. Victoria George, also on behalf of Ms. Reed.
Good morning, Ms. George, but good morning, Ms. Reed. All right.
Karen Reed, can you please stand? Karen Reed, you are now set at the bar to be tried, and these good men and women who I shall call to pass between the Commonwealth and you upon your trial. If you'd object to any of them, you must do so before they are sworn. You have a right to challenge any 16 jurors without giving reason. Thank you.
Good morning, jurors. My name is Beverly Cannoni. I'm a judge of this court, and I want to welcome you here today and give you some idea on how we think your day is going to shape up for you. As you know, jury service is probably the most important civic duty that we have, and we really appreciate that you're all here ready, willing, and able to serve if you're called upon to do so. And we appreciate your patience during the procedure that we're going to follow today. Now, you've heard we're selecting a jury for the criminal case of Commonwealth versus Karen Reed. The Commonwealth alleges that at approximately 6 o'clock in the morning of January 29, 2022, the Canton Police Department received a 911 call reporting an unresponsive male party in the snow outside a residence at 34 Fairview Road in that town. Officers responded and discovered the man, later identified as John O'Keefe, off the roadway in the front lawn area. Officers identified 3 women with Mr. O'Keefe, one of whom was the defendant, Karen Reed, the girlfriend of Mr. O'Keefe. The defendant had been with Mr. O'Keefe on the previous evening at 2 different bars in Canton and had driven with him to this residence in the early morning hours of that date. Mr. O'Keefe was treated by paramedics from the Canton Fire Department and transferred to Good Samaritan Medical Center, where he was later pronounced deceased. The Commonwealth alleges that the defendant struck Mr. O'Keefe with her vehicle earlier that morning and then left the scene while Mr. O'Keefe lay injured in the snow during a blizzard. The defendant denies these allegations. She is presumed to be innocent and has pled not guilty. The defendant is charged with second-degree murder. She is also charged with manslaughter while operating under the influence and with leaving the scene after causing personal injury or death. I will describe these crimes in greater detail at the end of the case when I teach you the law. But briefly, murder is the unlawful killing of a human being. There are various ways in which the Commonwealth can prove a murder case, and the Commonwealth is permitted to proceed under all theories it believes it can prove. Here, the Commonwealth alleges that Ms. Reed committed murder and that murder was murder in the second degree. In order to prove the defendant guilty of second-degree murder, the Commonwealth must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant committed an unlawful killing and that it was done in malice. In comparison, involuntary manslaughter is an unintentional, unlawful killing caused by wanton or reckless conduct. These terms and the elements of the crimes will be explained to you in greater detail at the end of the case before you begin your deliberations. Now, at the outset, I would like to address the issue of public interest in this case and the duty of this court to adhere to the rule of law. John Adams said that we are a government of laws, not of men, and that the law must be deaf to the clamoring of the public. He meant that while public opinion about a given subject may ebb and flow, the law must be steady, reliable, and even-handed. We know that on the subject of this case, there are people advocating for one outcome or another with intensity, but without the benefit of having heard or seen any evidence in this case at all. The law works in a different way, and the difference is crucial to our system of justice. The jurors selected for this trial will hear and judge the evidence. They will decide what the facts are, and where the evidence is contested, they will determine where the truth lies. Ultimately, the jury will decide whether the Commonwealth has carried its burden of proving that the defendant is guilty of any crime beyond a reasonable doubt. People outside of this building have rights, and we know that they have voices, but this criminal trial will be decided by an independent jury, free from outside interference, based only upon the evidence presented in this courtroom and the law. This is the only way to ensure that every person who comes before the court receives a fair trial. It is just that simple and that important. So, while public comment will likely continue, the rule of law will be upheld. Now, in order to determine your eligibility to serve on this case, I'm going to ask you questions as a group, and then I'm going to see each one of you at sidebar after you fill out a supplemental questionnaire. We have found that the use of this questionnaire is helpful for several reasons. First, there's some personal questions on it, and we ask that you be candid. In addition, the process of filling out the questionnaire provides the opportunity to be more reflective as you answer the questions, rather than being put on the spot and asked to give immediate answers. After you fill out the questionnaire, we will have you come up to sidebar one at a time so that we can follow up with you on your answers to the questionnaire and to my questions. I want to thank you in advance for your patience as we go through this process. As you for the parties participate in the selection of the jury. Under our law, each of the parties has the right to exercise what we call juror challenges. This means that each party has the right to challenge a certain number of prospective jurors for any reason or no reason at all. And for now, that number is 16 challenges. Therefore, some of you may be excused during the impanelment procedure. If you are not selected for jury service on this case, you should not take it personally. Don't think that somehow you're not a fair person. It's not a reflection on you at all. You will be directed back to the jury room and perhaps be picked for another case. In a little while, I'll pose a number of questions to you as a group. You have taken an oath that requires you to truthfully answer these questions and all questions posed to you. If your answer is yes to any of the questions that I ask, I will ask you to raise your hand and hold up your juror card in the air with the numbers facing out so the court officer can read your number for the card. You don't need to take those cards out yet. We'll let you know when you need to take those cards out. The fact that you answer yes to one or more of my questions does not mean that you're automatically disqualified from jury service. It simply means that there are matters that the lawyers and I need to discuss with you at sidebar. If you find a question posed to the group overly intrusive, you may elect to answer that question at sidebar. I may have additional questions for you which relate to issues that may be raised in the trial and are designed to give us information regarding your ability to serve as a fair and impartial juror in this case, and the lawyers are permitted to ask you questions for the same purpose. This is not a test. There is no right or wrong answer. We're simply looking for your best and most honest answer to the questions. So at this point, I'm going to ask the lawyers to introduce you to themselves, and I'm going to ask that the defense counsel introduce their client, starting with the Commonwealth, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hank Brennan. I have the privilege of representing the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Along with me in this case, there are two other attorneys. I'd like to introduce both of them. My far right is attorney Laura McLaughlin. And beside me is attorney Adam Lally.
Thank you. For the defendant, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alan Jackson. I have the honor and privilege of representing Ms. Karen Reed, who's standing to my right.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. My name is Elizabeth Little, and I have the privilege of representing Ms. Reed as well.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Robert Alessi, and I also have the privilege of representing Ms. Reed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Yannetti. I'm an attorney. I have offices in Boston and right here in Dedham. My pleasure to represent Karen Reed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. My name is Victoria George, and I also have the honor of representing Ms. Reed.
Good morning, I'm Karen Reed. Thank you for being here. Good morning.
All right. Thank you very much. So I'm going to read the witness list to you folks. It's very long. It does not mean that all of these people will be called as jurors, but you may hear the names of some of these people during the testimony. So it's important that you listen and think about whether or not you know these folks, because you will be asked that question in a little while. The list is alphabetical, but it's alphabetical by first name. Aidan Kearney from Jefferson, Massachusetts. Aziz Wolf, Dr. Isaac Wolf from South Miami, Florida. Alfred Lopalato from Canton. Allison McCabe, also from Canton. Andre Porto from the Massachusetts State Police Crime Lab. Andrew Klain, Bridgewater. Andrew Rentschler, PhD, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Angela Malvone from Canton. Annie Chung, also Canton. Anthony Flamati from the Canton Fire Department. Ashley Bell, Canton. Ashley Valaire, State Police Crime Lab. Brian Albert, Norton. Brian Albert Jr., Norwood. Brian Albert Jr., Boston. Brian Higgins, Sandwich. Brian Loughran, Canton. Brian Wanless, retired from the Canton Police Department. Bridget Meehan, keeper of the records from Canton. Caitlin Albert, Easton. Lieutenant Charles Ray of the Canton Police Department. The chief of the Canton Police Department, Helena Rafferty. Chris Van E., PhD, from Novi, Michigan. Christina Hanley, Mass State Police. Christopher Albert, Canton. Christopher Curran, Canton. Colleen Crawford from the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. Colin Albert, Canton. Courtney Proctor, Canton. Kurt Roberts, Canton. Daniel Whitley, Canton Fire Department. Daniel Wolf, PhD, from Penns Park, Pennsylvania. Derek Ellington from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Dr. Marie Russell from Los Angeles. Dr. Elizabeth LaPosada from Providence, Rhode Island. Elizabeth Proctor from Canton. Eric Hanlon, Canton. Erin Beatty, Canton. Erin O'Keefe, West Bridgewater. Francis Walsh, Canton Fire Department. Garrett Wing, Green Cove Springs, Florida. Gary Fowler from Brockton. George Woodbury, Canton Fire Department. Gretchen Voss from Boston. Hannah Knowles, the State Police Crime Lab. Heather Maxon, Walpole. Arabito Hernandez from the Boston Police Department. Holly Price, Mountain View, California. Ian Whiffen, Vienna, Virginia. Dr. Scordy Bello from the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner in Boston. James Crosby, PhD, from Jacksonville, Florida. Jason Becker, Canton Fire Department. Jean DeMoulis, Canton, Mass. Jennifer McCabe, also Canton. Jessica Hyde from Bridgeport, New York. John O'Keefe Sr. from Braintree. Judson Welcher, PhD, from a company called Aperture LLC. Julie Albert, Canton. Julie Nagel, Canton. Justin Rice, Dr. Justin Rice from South Weymouth. Two juveniles, one whose initials are KF and the other whose initials are PF, and they're both from Canton. Caitlin Boudreau from Raynham. Karina Kolakithas from Canton. Katie Camerano, Canton. Katie McLaughlin, Canton Fire Department. Keeper of the records for Ring from Hawthorne, California. Kerry Roberts, Canton. Kerry Curran, Canton. Kevin Albert, Canton. Kevin O'Hara from Mass State Police. Lance Mello, Mass State Police Crime Lab. Laura Sullivan from Pembroke. Laurie Cahill from Worcester. Leslie Pearlstein from Canton. Lieutenant Michael Lank from the Canton Police Department. Louis Jutras from Canton. Lieutenant Brian Tully, Mass State Police. Lieutenant John Fanning, Mass State Police. Lieutenant Paul Gallagher, Canton Police Department. Maggie Gaffney from Bonita Springs, Florida. Mark Lopalato from Canton. Margaret O'Keefe, Canton. Marietta Sullivan from Pembroke. Mary Souza from Dighton, Mass. Matthew Amory from Canton. Matthew DeSogra from Charlotte, North Carolina. Matthew Erickson, Grosse Pointe Farms, Michigan. Matthew Kelly, Canton Fire Department. Matthew Kelch from the FBI. Matthew McCabe, Canton. Maureen Harnett, the Mass State Police Crime Lab. Megan Mariani from New York, New York. Michael Camerano from Canton, Mass. Michael Easter, Los Angeles. Michael Trotter from the Canton Public Works Department. Michael Wagner from Foxborough. Mike Maroli from Bridgewater. Mike Rushworth from Thompson Station, Tennessee. Natalie Wyweek Berschneider from San Marino, California. Nathan Reed from Raynham, Mass. Nicholas Bradford from Lorton, Virginia. Nicholas Curran from West Roxbury. Nicholas Kolakithas from Canton. Nicole Albert from Norwood. Norfolk County District Attorney Michael Morrissey. Officer Kelly Deaver, Boston Police Department. Officer Nicholas Barrows from the Dighton Police Department. Patrick Haggerty from Somerset. Paul Mikowski from Melrose. Paul O'Keefe from Canton. Rebecca Bison, Canton. Rebecca Trayers from Norfolk, Mass. Dr. Renee Stonebridge from the Office of Chief Medical Examiner, Boston. Richard Green from South Beach, Florida. Richard Donatino from Canton. Robert Gilman from Hull. Brian Nagel from Canton. Sarah Levinson from Canton. Sergeant Brian Gallerini from the Needham Police Department. Sergeant Sean Good, Canton Police Department. Sergeant Paul Giampetro, Canton Police Department. Sergeant Yuri Buchanan from the Massachusetts State Police. Shannon Burgess from South Lake, Texas. Cheryl Waugh from Canton. Sophie Herzon from the Mass State Police Crime Lab. Stephanie Devlin, also from the State Police Crime Lab. Stephen Mullaney, Canton Police Department. Stephen Nelson from the Norfolk County DA's office. Stephen Bernstein, who is a keeper of the records from Stoughton. Stephen Ridge from the Boston Police Department. Stephen Saraf from the Canton Police Department. Stephen Scanlon from West Roxbury. Terry Kuhn from Davis, California. Tess Chart from Lorton, Virginia. Thomas Beatty from Canton. Thomas Kelleher from Canton. Thomas Martin from Weymouth. Thomas Nuttall from the Canton Fire Department. Tristan Morris from Easton, Mass. The following are state troopers: Trooper Connor Keefe, Trooper David DeChico, Trooper Evan Brent, Trooper Jeffrey Kostowski, Trooper Joseph Paul, Trooper Kathleen Prince, Trooper Michael Proctor, Trooper Nicholas Garino, Trooper Zachary Clark. Wendell Robery from Canton, and William Reed from North Dighton, Mass. Those are the list of witnesses. Now, as you can imagine, there are a lot of witnesses. This case is going to take a long time to try. We're in the process of impaneling a jury. We expect that that also will take a while. I'm told by the lawyers that their best estimate of how long the evidence will take will be 6 to 8 weeks. We can't tell you exactly when the case will start. We can give you an idea, and we will keep you posted as the impanelment process goes on as to when the case will start. But 6 to 8 weeks, and it will go from 9 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There'll be a few days in there that we won't be in session, and there'll be a few more half days that will just go morning. So we realize it's a long time, and we realize it's a lot to ask of you folks, but that will be the schedule. The daily schedule will be, we'll start at 9 in the morning. We'll take a 15 or 20-minute recess around 11 o'clock. We'll break for lunch at 1 o'clock, and lunch will be brought into you every day. We usually would like to think about having abbreviated lunches where jurors are having their lunch in the courtroom so that we can get as much testimony in a day as possible, so that hopefully it will be shorter than the 8 weeks. That's our intent at this time, and that's the best estimate. It's a good faith estimate. Sometimes trials go longer and sometimes they're shorter. And we do our best. Once we know, every day at the end of the day, I will tell you if we are on track for finishing on schedule, or if we're a little ahead of schedule, or if we're a little behind. And I can tell you, I don't think I've ever had to say to a jury that we're behind schedule. So that's our goal. Now, it might help if I give you a preview about some basic law that applies to criminal cases like this. It's my job to teach the jury the law, and I don't do that completely until the end of the trial. So for now, I will give you a very brief summary of some of the legal principles that will govern this trial. First, and most basically, the defendant starts this trial presumed to be innocent. The fact that Ms. Reed was arrested or that she was indicted is not proof of anything. An indictment is simply a piece of paper. It just makes an accusation. An indictment is merely a formal manner of accusing a person of a crime in order to bring her to trial in the superior court. But it is only the jury, in other words, you folks, who can decide whether the prosecution has proved its case beyond a reasonable doubt. If the Commonwealth does not do that, then the presumption of innocence requires you to find the defendant not guilty. The law does not require a defendant to prove her innocence, to produce any evidence whatsoever, or to do anything other than attend the trial. Defendant has every right to just sit in that chair and say, you accuse me, now you prove it, and prove it beyond a reasonable doubt and to a moral certainty. The presumption of innocence remains with the defendant until you, the jury, make your determination after listening and considering all the evidence. Another important principle of law is that the defendant has an absolute right not to testify, and I just talked a little bit about that. And that's because the entire burden of proof in this case is on the Commonwealth to prove she's guilty. A defendant's decision whether or not to testify has nothing to do with the question of whether she is guilty or not guilty. The jury must not consider it in any way or even discuss it in their deliberations. Jurors in a criminal case must determine whether the Commonwealth has proved its case against the defendant beyond a reasonable doubt based solely on the testimony of the witnesses and the exhibits. That brings me to the requirement of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. What is proof beyond a reasonable doubt? The term is often used and probably pretty well understood, though it is not easily defined. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt does not mean proof beyond all possible doubt. For everything in the lives of human beings is open to some possible or imaginary doubt. A charge is proved beyond a reasonable doubt if, after you have compared and considered all of the evidence, you have in your minds an abiding conviction to a moral certainty that the charge is true. When we refer to moral certainty, we mean the highest degree of certainty possible in matters relating to human affairs, based solely on the evidence that has been put before you in this case. I have told you that every person is presumed to be innocent unless and until he or she is proved guilty, and that the burden of proof is on the Commonwealth. If you evaluate all the evidence and you still have a reasonable doubt remaining, the defendant is entitled to the benefit of that doubt and must be acquitted. It is not enough for the Commonwealth to establish a probability, even a strong probability, that the defendant is more likely to be guilty than not guilty. That is not enough. Instead, the evidence must convince you of the defendant's guilt to a reasonable and moral certainty, a certainty that convinces your understanding and satisfies your reason and judgment as jurors who are sworn to act conscientiously on the evidence. This is what we mean by proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Our system of justice depends on judges like me and jurors like you being able and willing to make careful and fair decisions. All people deserve fair and equal treatment in our system of justice, regardless of their race, national origin, religion, age, ability, gender, sexual orientation, education, income level, or any other personal characteristic. You have agreed to be fair, and I am sure that you want to be fair, but that is not always easy. One difficulty comes from our own built-in expectations and assumptions. They exist even if we're not aware of them, and even if we believe we do not have them. Some of you may have heard this called implicit bias, and that is what I'm talking about. Now, of course, we judges have the same problem as everyone else, so let me share a few strategies that we have found useful. First, slow down. Do not rush to a decision. Hasty decisions are more likely to reflect stereotypes or hidden biases. Second, keep an open mind. Avoid drawing conclusions until the end of the case when you and your fellow jurors deliberate. Remember that when you deliberate, you will have all the evidence and all the time you need to make a careful decision. So there truly is no need to start making your mind up before then. Third, you should listen closely to all the witnesses. That is the best way to ensure that you decide this case based on the evidence and the law instead of upon unsupported assumptions. Fourth, as you listen to the testimony about the people involved in this case, consider them as individuals rather than as members of a particular group. And finally, I might ask myself, would I view the evidence differently if the people were from different groups, such as different racial, ethnic, or gender identity groups? At the end of the case, I will remind you of these strategies and ask you to focus on the evidence instead of any unsupported assumptions you may have. All we ask is that you, individually and as a group, do your best to resolve this case based upon the evidence and the law without sympathy, bias, or prejudice, to the best of your ability as human beings. Now, I know that some of this might be confusing, and perhaps all of it's confusing at this early stage of the case. You'll certainly be in a better position to understand this at the end of the case when you've heard the evidence and I can explain the law to you in detail. So don't be worried if you didn't catch everything I said. Why am I telling you these things? Because we need to know if you are able to follow the law in this case. You don't necessarily have to agree with the law, but all jurors will have to apply the law as I describe it. So for jury selection, it's important to know if you might have some doubts whether you can accept and follow these legal rules. I'm now going to ask you several questions, so if your answer is yes, please raise your hand. So now you can take out those juror cards. But before we begin, I understand that sometimes jurors do not fill out their juror questionnaires completely, that sometimes we're in a rush to send them in, or we don't think that our situation applies to the question that's being asked. So if there's something on your form that's not filled in, like your age or prior work experience, we'll ask you. But it's also the time, if you're thinking about it, maybe you did not include any prior involvement with the court system, either as a juror or a witness or a party to some litigation. So if there's something that you know is missing from this form, please just let us know that at sidebar, right? So the first question is, do you or a close personal friend or family member know, or have you had any prior dealings with the witnesses whose names I've called?
Juror number 168, 168. Juror 167, 167. Juror 257, 257. Juror 202, 202. Juror 212, 212. And juror number 259, 259.
Thank you. Do any of you folks or a close personal friend or family know, or have you had any prior dealings with the lawyers in this case or the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office? I see no. Okay.
Juror number 200, 200.
Okay. Thank you. Do any of you folks or a close personal friend or family member have any financial or other personal interest whatsoever in this case or its outcome? I see no affirmative responses. Could you raise your hand, please, if you have seen, heard, or talked about this case?
Juror number 246, 246. Juror number 168, 168. Juror 182, 182. Juror number 262, 262. Juror 196, 196. Juror 245, 245. Juror 219, 219.
There are 232, 30. There are 171, 171. There are 241, 241. There are 195, 195. There are 256, 256. There are 257. There are 227. There are 198. There are 268. There are 166. There are 164. There are 213. There are 271.
There are 190, 190. There are 253, 253. There are 222, 222. There are 240, 240. There are 193, 193.
There are 184. There are 210. There are 239. There are 167. There are 189. There are 199. There are 202. There are 177. There are 263. There are 180.
There are 172, 172. There are 223, 223. There are 273, 273. There are 179, 179. There are 204, 204. There are 242, 242. There are 178, 178. There are 197, 197. There are 244, 244. There are 187, 187. There are 212, 212. There are 162, 162. There are 260, 260. There are 160, 160.
There are 216. There are 175. There are 186. There are 267. There are 208. There are 237. There are 211. There are 220. There are 183. There are 274. There are 163. There are 181. There are 248. There are 243. There are 229. There are 234. There are 251. There are 217. There are 173. There are 259. There are 200. There are 266. There are 174. There are 218. There are 254. There are 269. And there are 235.
All right, thank you. Could you raise your hand if you've expressed or formed any opinion with respect to this case?
There are 246, 246. There are 262, 262. There are 196, 196.
There are 230. There are 245. There are 166. There are 164. There are 198. There are 227. There are 167. There are 239. There are 210. There are 184. There are 177. There are 263.
There are 253, 253. There are 223, 223. There are 204, 204. There are 178, 178. There are 244, 244. There are 212, 212. There are 162, 160. There are 260, 260. There are 160, 160.
There are 186. Juror 208. Juror 211. Juror 274. Juror 183. Juror 200. Juror 259. Juror 217. Juror 234. Juror 229. Juror 218. Juror 254. Juror 269. And Juror 235.
All right, thank you. Are any of you folks aware of any bias or prejudice that you may have in regard to this case or in favor of or against either of the parties? Please raise your hand if that's so. Are any of you aware of any bias or prejudice that you may have in regard to this case or in favor of or against either of the parties?
Juror 232.
Juror 200, 2202. Juror 160, 160. 260, 260. Juror 223, 223. Juror 204, 204. 178, 178.
Juror 208. Juror 229. Juror 217. Juror 259. Juror 218. Juror 254. And Juror 269.
Okay. Thank you. Do any of you folks have any difficulty hearing or any problem with understanding the English language, any physical or mental condition, or any religious or philosophical beliefs that would interfere with your ability to hear the evidence in this case, to understand the evidence, to concentrate during the trial, or to deliberate for the purpose of reaching a verdict? Please raise your hand if you do.
Juror 239. 202.
Juror 223, 223. Juror 206, 206. Juror 178, 178. Juror 165, 165. Juror 272, 272.
Juror 208. Juror 259. Juror 180. 180.
Okay, thank you. Would you raise your hand if you have any difficulty or believe you'd have any difficulty following the important constitutional concepts that I've described? First, that the burden of proof rests entirely with the Commonwealth. Second, that that burden of proof is proof beyond a reasonable doubt and to a moral certainty. And third, that the defendant has absolutely no burden of proof. She can sit there and remain silent. She doesn't have to do a thing. Please raise your hand if you have difficulty with any of those concepts. I see no affirmative responses. I can tell you folks that I talk to jurors after every trial, and they always tell me that they have found their jury experience to be not only an interesting one, but many jurors tell me that their jury experience was a very rewarding one for them. But I do understand that for some people, serving on this jury would cause a substantial hardship. And let me tell you what I mean by that. A substantial hardship means that there's something that's personal to you, such that you would not be able to serve as a juror. And it means that a person sitting next to you or another juror would have to take your place. Now, I ordinarily think of it in terms of you're either a student or you have airline tickets or surgery scheduled during the course of this trial. But I will hear from anyone who believes that they have a substantial hardship in this case. If you think that that's you, please raise your hand.
Juror 246, 246. Juror 169, 169. Juror 271, 271. Juror 240, 240. Juror 193, 193. Juror 164, 164. Juror 219, 219.
Juror 230, 230. Juror 195, 195. Juror 166, 166. Juror 210, 210. Juror 184, Juror 184. Juror 177, 177. Juror 239, 239. Juror 194, 194.
160, 160. 179, 179. 204, 204. 178, 178. 272, 272. 207, 207. 211, 211.
Law and crime, I fucking hate you so much, law and crime. Why are you doing this now? Why are they doing this right now?
217. Juror 173. Juror 259. Juror 266. Juror 218. And Juror 269. Juror 262. Juror 245. Juror 268. And Juror 202.
Okay, thank you. So in a minute or so, I'm going to leave the bench to give you a chance to fill out those supplemental questionnaires that will be given to you. I ask that you not talk to your neighbor or share with any other prospective juror any questions or comments or concerns you might have about jury duty generally, or in this particular case. If you have any questions or concerns, you can bring it to my attention at sidebar. So we'll recess, and the court reporter will recess, and we'll start up again as soon as we can.
All rise for the court, please.
Jimmy. So in order to follow our regulations.
Okay. She's going to get a gin and tonic now, so. Hey, October girl.
You are muted.
Right, that's the end of it. That's the end now. That they won't come back anymore now. But it gives a good insight of. I like to do it because it gives us good insight of the start, how many people have heard the case, 76 and stuff like that. I'm not sure how many people are there. They said about 90 odd they wanted there every day. So 92, I think they said yesterday. Yeah. By the way, if you find a defendant not guilty by unanimous decision, keep it to yourselves. I don't want to hear about it yet. Do not tell us. Do not tell us. All right. I will not ask you, and do not tell us. So that's the end of today. Basically, we will not get to see anything else for the rest of today. So I'm not going to belabor the point. We'll be back tomorrow doing it again. I'm not sure who will be joining me, but somebody will be joining. But it's interesting. I find this interesting, this part, very interesting, the jury selection. I do wish we could hear, because I think transparency is important. For those that you might not know, the defense asked that Karen could have headphones so she could hear on the side. So if you go to Florida, and there's a few of the states, every defendant has a earphone that they can hear what's going on inside bars. She asked for one for jury selection, and Bev turned it down and said, if you want to be part of it, you've got to come up to the bench with your lawyers. So I don't know. So that's it. But then you got the Commonwealth asking for a bigger TV. That'll probably get passed. I'm not sure if it has been passed yet or not. I don't know. But there's still a few items to be passed. We don't know everything yet. Now, it was interesting. If you saw the Canton report, the audit report last night, that there was a section in there about how bad the So how bad like the investigation had been. So obviously Bev has declined for the FBI agent to be there to give analysis of how bad it was. But it's interesting that an independent auditor also said how bad the investigation was. But now we're going to get people on the stand going, no, it was a perfect investigation. That's how corrupt this bitch is. So it's not good. Yeah, background pics. Oh, I hope you like the background pics. Let me move it to one side so you can see more of them. The background pics, you see them there. 5 hot men. 5 hot men. This just there. Look at us. Look at us. Look at all. I hope you all take a visual on it. Robin, she just done it for you, my darling. Just done it for you. So we got that. And if you, they are not staying in the big courtroom, no. They're not. They're not going to. They come back into the small room. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So if some of you like a little bit different, if you like pumpkins, here's another one for you. That's a speciality one, that is. Not everyone likes this one, but it's a loves pumpkin spice. We call that one. So yeah, Karen wants to go back in the small courtroom, basically, so the juries, the jury can see all the witnesses. Basically, that's the reason that they want to be in a small, so that because in the big one, the if you look at, so if I could draw, hang on, if I get this up, let me get this up here. I'll show you roughly how it works out. Let me just get this up here. I don't have the actual drawing on me, otherwise I'd do that for you. So in the big courtroom, it's like it's laid like this, right? So you've got the corrupt Judge Bev up here presiding, right? She's up there. You've got the court reporters and Jim and all them. They're here. And the court reporters there. You've got the jury box, which is here, and you've got the witness stand, which is here. So witnesses sit there, the corrupt Commonwealth sit there, the defense are there, media are there, and then the audience are there. This is the big one. Now, unfortunately, these people, there's about 4 people here, I believe it is, that cannot see the witness. So they can't see the face of the witness. So that's why the defense want the small courtroom, because in the small courtroom, if you see the small courtroom, some would say this is a bit of a, well, hey, that is Hank. Thank you, Dennis. Hey, thank you, Gary. Oh, you must see there you go, fella. Thank you, my friend. And then this is the small courtroom is Judge Bev is the top there. Then you've got the 3 court reporters, Commonwealth, defense, John Key's family, Karen Reid's family, and then the jury are here, and then the witnesses go there. So everyone can see the witnesses then, if that makes sense. So thank you everybody. Thank you, Vicky. Was I writing on your Statue of Liberty? Sorry, I didn't realise. Thank you, Toba Girl. Yes, looks like a crime scene bit. With a new judge, so yes, well, it shouldn't be moved. It's just to have a new judge. Do you know what I mean? She should recuse herself, you know. So, but she won't. So there you go. So yeah, so we're back to the small one. So at the minute, the other trial, the Turek trial, or whatever his name is, they are in the small courtroom. If this is completed in time, they will then switch courtrooms and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see how it happens. It's just quite sad that we're even here. Now we'll see how many they choose today as well. Do we see any more? No, we don't, Jennifer. We don't, unfortunately. But what you need to do is keep an eye out on Twitter for Ted Daniel. He and Rex, whatever her name is, Jessica Rex or whatever her name is, they will update it and stuff like that. But there's no more from the courtroom today. So we'll be back tomorrow morning though, 8 a.m. Again. But no, that's it. Sorry, people. Jennifer, it's always my pleasure, Madine. I don't mind answering questions more than once. It's absolutely fine, Madine. And I'm sure if I did answer the question, but you're more than welcome. So yeah, bye-bye to everybody leaving. I am going to leave in a second as well. So and I'm going to practice my accent. I'm going to try and sing away with me, honey. I did not realize if I sing, you understand. So if I go Sarah P, Sarah P, Sarah P, 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 Sarah P, Sarah P, Sarah P is lovely. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. So if I sing, you can understand me. That's interesting. Okay, fine. I'll sing from now on. I'm joking. Right. We will see you all tomorrow. I'm not sure. It might be Erica tomorrow. If not, I'm sure Dana will find somebody, and we'll, if need be, we'll get the big man himself on. Dennis Sweeny will get on again. Druid, how are we doing, fella? You need to give us Welsh lessons. I know. No worries at all. So please, if you haven't done so, please give Resistance Silence a follow, subscribe and like the stream, and same for my stream. If you're over in Resistance Silence, please subscribe to my channel, The Alternate Corner, and give me a like. I'd appreciate that as well. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to let Stacey go on cheat now, because if you don't know Stacey, she is one of our resident cheaters. She goes around every stream going. So you've got to catch up with the Turk chart. There you go. She's normally in about 14 different streams. So have a great day, Gary. Nice to see you, buddy. All day horse racing. There you go. Enjoy yourself. Dennis, thank you, my friend. Thank you for the $20, my friend. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. So yeah, to Sweeney's, to everybody else, I will love you and leave you, and I shall see you. Jason's in the chat. Hey, Jason. So shout out to Jason. He's one of the people that put in for the buffer zone the motion and stuff like that, which I know everyone shared and stuff. So good luck with it, Jason. We are with you. And Jason takes photos, and obviously his lovely girlfriend, I believe his girlfriend, not fiance, but lovely girlfriend, Alison, is the one that we always nick her photos, and Jason's as well. So thank you to you for and everything you do, Jason and Alison. So right, I will play the music on the way out, and then we'll be gone. And that's it. Until tomorrow, 8 o'clock, hopefully, Erica. If not, then we'll get somebody in. It's all good. So, oops, wrong one. Sorry. I'll just get the music. Sorry, Dana. I didn't mean to bring that one up again. And with that, good night.